Hey guys, quick one. This is not going to be too long. I have a very busy schedule over the weekend, but I just want to touch on this, and this is just going to be the first part of because I'm going to address this appropriately. I don't know if you guys saw the presentation that was done yesterday or so at the State House. They said it's the review of the Electoral Commission. Apparently, they had this, public review committee put together as part of the tripartite recommendations. So again, this is Julius Marabio fighting for legitimacy. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw a snippet. So I said, okay, let me check the page of AYV because I know they would be the ones that would cover this a little bit extensively. So I checked AYV's page and I see Andy. So I'm going to talk about it real quick. I just come over work now, but I don't have enough time. But I want to show you guys, first of all, that the biggest thing that I picked out of this, there was nobody from the opposition. I want to make that very clear. Nobody from the opposition. Nobody from the opposition did not attend this briefing, these reports that was submitted to Julius Marabio, the illegal president who's looking to seek legitimacy at this point. So that is very important. If anything, that is what I want to point out to you guys. And all of the people that were invited that actually spoke at these presentations, I'm going to take them one after the other over the next few days, present some evidences against them and show how they are just state actors, because I want the international community to know, because they have two folks that actually represented the international community. The American ambassador was absent. It's just the European, ambassador and that of the United Nations representatives of Sierra Leone. I'm going to play a short clip just to show you all the people that actually spoke. We're going to watch that together, and then I'm going to, let you know, where I would go from there. But for today, this is going to be quick, to the point. I don't know what games these guys are playing, thinking that we're going to give up on the fact that we don't have the results of the June 24th, 2023 elections. Marabio spoke about that. We'll see what he said about it. I might not touch on that today, but for the purposes of this, I just want to bring it to your attention. The most important thing when we notice for Salon people, my brother and sisters, the most important thing that I noticed, this report, if you say you have, a committee that is actually looking at, issues around Sierra Leone, the fact that the opposition is not present, nobody from the opposition, not even the Agenda 2028 people that are seeking and vying for flag bearership. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it shows the fragmentation, and it shows again the international community that we are not going to let you guys get away with rigging an election in Sierra Leone to where we don't have the results of that elections and you people think we're going to let it go. We are not going to let it go. We're not going to let it go. So we just want to make it very clear so everybody understands that fact. But let's watch this small, so you guys can see everybody will attend. We speak at this submission of this report to Marabio. Apparently, they said in the review, the ECSL, it's a review of the Electoral Commission. Then get this public, report committee, whatever nonsense that they have, that actually did the presentation today. So I want to share that with you. But like I say, I do a small clip just to share with you guys, so you guys will see, exactly the folks that actually attended this review. But again, the opposition was absent, and I think that's very crucial. That's very important. So let me share that with you guys, so you guys will see, and then I'll take it from there.
With your kind permission, I'd like to invite the Chief Minister for some welcome remarks on this presentation ceremony.
Very much, Your Excellency. We asked for 10 minutes presentation to you on the highlights. Thank you very much, sir.
It is with profound honor and humility, Your Excellency, that I stand before you this afternoon on behalf of the Public Sector Reform Unit and IFES to present to you the management and functional review.
So again, this is the second speaker, Public Sector Review. I think this is the guy who was in charge of the whole thing. Again, corrupt folks, but I want you guys to see this. He's the second speaker. Let's see. Mohamed Kone.
Thank you.
Yep. He spoke. And the other person this will talk. Rogue, criminal, crook. This is him. He was the Electoral Commissioner. This is the other guy that spoke. This guy works with Marcela Samba. Marcela Samba was absent. This guy represents Marcela Samba because he works for New. And like I said, I will take on all of these people over the next few days as much as I have time about this foolish review, whatever they're having going on. The opposition was absent. So he was the other speaker that was present at this particular event. I'm just pointing it out. It's a short clip that I put together so when I go be aware of the people that actually attended these reports that was submitted to the illegal president currently occupying the presidency in Sierra Leone. We know we are waiting on Dr. Samura Kamara. He said there's an ongoing political transition. Whatever that is, we don't know. We are waiting on him to come to us and tell us exactly what it is because we know they are fooling somebody, as Cashbox would say. We don't know who they are fooling at this point in time. But this is the other speaker. Again, I don't want you to listen to what they're actually saying. I'm just doing this so you guys would know the people that actually spoke, that were present at this report. The APC was absent. Nobody from the APC was present. It shows you that there is a one-party state ongoing in Sierra Leone. What we have is a one-party state. We're not getting a democracy. We don't have a democracy. The election was rigged. It is very clear. It's obvious. We're not playing games with this. Marabio should hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. Point blank, period. All of these little games they are playing, putting reports together, by themselves, just by themselves, fooling who, I don't know. If they think this is going to pass and we're going to take this as a slide, no, we're not going to accept this. Give us the disaggregated data of the June 24th, 2023 elections. I showed you guys a live that, you know, where Liberia, you check the website of Liberia, it's there. You check the website of Ghana, they have the disaggregated data. We want the disaggregated data that's proved who won that elections. Now, of course, Marabio spoke. He gave the final speech. Listen to his nonsense. But like I said,
the head of the EU with the first response.
Sorry, the head of EU is coming. So he spoke. This is not the EU representative in Sierra Leone. I don't know if Nabawi about to Marabio. Why? I don't know why he did that, but that's okay. But these are the people that we have. This is why we get for stand up for ourselves.
Your Excellency, Dr. Julius Mandabio, President of the Sierra Leone, Chief Minister.
Again, this is the EU representative in Sierra Leone. I don't know what he's doing there, you know, but he's there. Now, one of the people who attend this report that was submitted to Julius Marabio at State House, I think it happened yesterday. I happened to see a snippet of loyalist group. So I said, okay, well, let me just do a quick deep dive whilst I was driving home. At least I have about an hour drive. I said, okay, I'll do some small, you know, report and put together to show you. This is the United Nations representative in Sierra Leone. These are the people.
The Chief Minister, representative from government of Sierra Leone.
Again, this is the UN representative in Sierra Leone. So again, for me, for this live, like I said, it's short. I just want to make this point known. Let these guys know that we know and we've seen what they're doing. This is bull crap. This is bullshit. This is not going to pass. Again, what we're asking for is the ongoing political transition. Hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. This is the UN Secretary, sorry, guys, somebody called me now, disrupting this. Okay. But I want you to know, these are the people that actually were represented at this report. APC, again, nobody from APC was not present. I didn't see anybody from the APC, nobody from the opposition, not even Ms. Febi Claudius Cole attended this session, but they said they reviewed, the Electoral Commission. They think this is going to pass to replace the fact that we are not going to stand on the fact that June 24th, 2023 elections were stolen. It was stolen. We're not going to accept it. We want the international partners to know. Again, the European, the EU representative, I don't know what his problem is. The United Nations representative, I don't know why they're there. But the fact that the opposition was not present, if not people were serious. This was the other last person that spoke. The Peace Commission. This lady, they make born again. And I swear they disguise themselves. They hide them, face them, so no one identify them. But we know who they are. These people, he spoke there. They call themselves Peace Commission. These are the people that are going to the Catholic bishops that are intervening. They are the ones destroying democracy in Sierra Leone too. Then Catholic bishop. We're going to talk about them. When people rig elections, they say, look, I go talk peace. They take Marabir and take Dr. Sumar Kumar for talk peace. We're not going to accept this. And we know say Dr. Sumar Kumar no accept him. But this is Julius Marabio. Let's listen to his nonsense where he talk now. But like I say, this is not to address them accordingly yet. This is just for letting them know so we don't see him.
Problems as that which belongs to leadership to deal with. I will take you.
Bullshit. You know, this is absolute nonsense. Again, the only reason why I'm doing this live right now, like I said, I just came home. I said, you know what, Tina, I don't really pull me short. I said, you know, I'm like, okay, let me just talk about this so you guys would know that we're aware, we've seen this, and we don't know, and we're not going to tolerate this. We're not going to accept this under no circumstances. This is not going to fly. Then review the Electoral Commission. But one thing when we pick out is the fact that there is nobody from the opposition, no opposition party present at this gathering, or at least at the barest, nobody spoke from the opposition. It tells me clearly, and it tells the rest of the world exactly what we need to know about the fact that the June 24th, 2023 elections was stolen and Marabio is illegitimate, is not accepted. We don't accept him as president under those circumstances. This review, when I say they review the Electoral Commission, again, I can take the Electoral Commission one after the other for show you guys how corrupt and useless these people are. But that is not what I'm doing today. Like I said, I'm going to take on all of these speakers one after the other over the next few days. These people are lucky I don't have much time anymore, because this is something that we should, you know, let the world know exactly what it is. This is, we're not going to take this pacification. This is not going to give me pacifier for say they are working towards having a system where our elections in the future will be bulletproof. No, we don't lack laws, Salon people. We don't lack laws in Sierra Leone for protecting elections. The Public Elections Act, as fraudulent as it was, it makes it very clear as to how the results should be tabulated. At the last and final stage of the tabulation process, that was where the election went wrong. I've done lives over the past few days. When I listened to the former ambassador to Sierra Leone, Ambassador Humes, where we actually lead the Carter Center and make it very clear. Ambassador David Reimer made it very clear. The tabulation process, there was no transparency, it lacked integrity. Up to this day, we are asking for the disaggregated data. It has been done before in Sierra Leone, and it should be done again. That's what we are asking for. We're not going to let go. We're not sitting back. We're not holding back. Rigged elections can lead to war. So the European Union ambassador that went and attended this session, you're a fool. You are a freaking fool. The fact that the opposition was not even present, why are you there? The United Nations Special Representative, these people are all corrupt. They don't care about the country. They don't care about our democracy. Why are you there? The opposition is not even there. Nobody from the opposition is there. Dr. Samora Kamara was not present. He was the flag bearer of the APC party that contested the elections. He is not present at this occasion. That should tell you everything that you need to know. That these guys are only putting these together by themselves, because again, they're trying to prove a point that they're doing everything they could to foster peace. That is not how you foster peace, because again, when I finally take on Marabio with all the nonsense that he said in this speech, in this place, man, there's a lot of nonsense that he said, and I can debunk every word that he said, because Marabio was not the architect of peace. When you look at the RUF, his sister was with Forest Sanko, the rebel leader who was responsible for the killing of our people. Marabio told us exactly that in 1996 he rigged the elections in favor of SLPP, that he was wearing another kind of green. The videos are there. So eventually, hopefully, when I'm going to be able to do the lives that I want to do, I'll show those again, because again, to refresh our people's memory, because I know sometimes we forget real quick. So we know Marabio is not the architect of peace in Sierra Leone. If anything, Marabio did not want the 1996 elections. He said he wanted peace before elections. People said, no, we're tired. You've been in power for 4 years, you guys. We are fed up. It's like this peace is not coming. We want our elections and we will fight to make sure we have our peace. And that was what happened. Eventually, we were able to get the peace. Him taking Forest Sanko out of the bush, it is because his sister, Agnes Bio, the one that has passed, and, you know, was the one that was with Forest Sanko. So we know these facts. But these people, these international partners, like this European Union ambassador that was present here, freaking fool. I don't think he knows those things. These are the people that are not doing research on their own. The lady who represents the United Nations, freaking fool as well. They're not doing research on their own to understand the deep-seated foolishness of Marabio in terms of destroying democracy. I don't blame Marabio. I blame foolish Anes Kuruma, the useless one who is in exile in Nigeria today, cannot even come home to his country of birth because of his foolishness and greed and selfishness. I have never seen anybody who hates himself like Anes Kuruma. I swear to God, I cannot imagine. But Salon people, like I say again, this is not a live that I would be able to waiting. I have a very busy schedule tomorrow and I need to rest properly. But I wanted these guys to know that we don't see this report that was presented to Marabio claiming that they've reviewed Electoral Commission. They've reviewed the ECSL. Therefore, we should have confidence moving forward in next elections. No. Mohamed Kanawe Kana is not going to be a commissioner in Sierra Leone. He should resign. He told us he was going to leave around June or July. He should leave. However, we want the disaggregated data before he leaves Otherwise, Julius Marabio should hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. Fact, sacrosanct fact, free and clear. Rigged elections could lead to war. Marabio said that. And we're going to stand on that. We are waiting on Dr. Samura Kamara for him to come to us and talk to us. This foolishness will not allow him. Will not allow this. The fact that the opposition, nobody was present, it tells you the people of Sierra Leone have given up hope at this point in time. They don't want to have anything to do with this illegitimate government. They don't want to have anything to do with this illegitimate Marabio. That is what is sacrosanctly being shown here. And everybody should see this, and the United States should see this. I'm not even talking about visa ban and this and that. I'm done with these guys a long time ago. I'm not even going to talk about visa ban. That is not my problem. That was something that we were done with a long time ago. You know, this man should hand over power to the people of Sierra Leone. You cannot rig elections. You cannot have elections where the results are not available and we allow you to sit there. We're not stupid fools in Sierra Leone and Tolerita. So whatever review that they do, when I continue to do your reviews, but I'm going to take on you guys one after the other. But the only reason why I do this, everybody that was present that gave a speech at this presentation, I'm going to take on you guys one after the other. Present the facts as it is, so you guys can see yourselves for who you are. We're not a tolerator inside Sierra Leone. We're not to get the elections results now available. You're going to give us the results. Like Liberia did, like Ghana did, like Senegal did. Sierra Leone, you would give us the disaggregated data. Hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. He's the rightful winner. He has 71% of the RRF forms, which shows that he won with 57.15%. The remaining of the 29%, put it together, ECSL, bring it out to us. It is your responsibility when we conduct elections to make sure you have all the result reconciliation forms present so that you can actually have a tangible results to announce a winner of an elections. We need to accept this. So whatever this is, whatever this game that they're playing, bullshit, bullcrap. It's not going to stand. Guys, I left for now. Bye-bye, everybody. But like I said, over the next few days, weeks, I'm going to take on all of these people. We're going to keep exposing these guys. We are waiting on Dr. Samura Kamara. He needs to talk to us. Let us know where we're going, because these guys continue to play these foolish games with our people. Enough is enough. Dr. Samura Kamara, you know what? You don't need to bear the burden of what is actually happening. You fought the good fight. If they're not able you, they're able you. Come and tell we, let us know what our next direction is going to be. But we are not going to sit back and allow Julius Marabio to stay in power. No matter how long it takes, he's going to hand over power. We're going to remove that man from that place. It does not belong there. No matter how long it takes, it should get out of there. And USLPP supporters, all of you ministers that are there, pack yourselves, retire, resign, get out of that administration. You have no business being there. You civil society organizations, you imams, you pastors, all of you guys that are actually sitting there and condoning the destruction of our democracy in Sierra Leone, the day shall come and you will pay. And you will pay for that. We're not going to have a country who's able to get election results not available. We not agree. We're not going to accept that. Who won the election? We want to see the disaggregated data. Everybody in international partners, everybody condemned the elections. Marabio cannot continue to illegally occupy office, illegally against the will of the people. Section 5, subsection 2 makes it very clear that sovereignty belongs to the people. The government, through the constitution, derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. Yes, that's what the constitution says, and we're going to stick by that. Who is the people? The people of Sierra Leone that voted. There is only one way to elect leaders in Sierra Leone. It's through peaceful elections. When the people vote, their vote should count. We're not going to take no pacification. We don't need no reforms. We don't need no reviews. We've done enough reforms in Sierra Leone. Everything should just be abided by. What we have is a bunch of useless people that do not respect the laws of the land. If they respected the laws of the land, ECSL should have kept in line with how the results should be tabulated. At the very last minute, they stopped the tabulation. They said they don't have projectors. Everything was done. The report, the result that ECSL Mohamed Kane read was written up from State House. We know these facts to be true. Mohamed Kane, you're going to give us the results of the June 24, 2023 elections. When I speak, I'm speaking for the 7+ million Sierra Leoneans that are opposed to this illegitimate regime at this point in time. But again, like I said, this is just to point out to you guys that the opposition was absent. Nobody from the opposition was present. It tells you that we're done and nobody wants to deal with these guys. We're not crazy. Bye-bye, everybody.